Pokemaniacs, welcome back. It's been a while. We have got some Chaos Rising Pokemon to open today. I have, full disclosure, I have opened some single packs throughout the last few weeks, I think it's been. And I haven't had time to sit down and open up a larger quantity, so we're going to do that today. We've got 2 ETBs, a blister pack, and a booster bundle. And I have not gotten anything except for these. So I got 1 illustration rare, the Ampharos, 2 ultra rares, and I did open the 3-pack. Well, this is like the promo card. So this is actually, I like Flygon, so I had to get that. But nothing too crazy out of the, I don't know, maybe like 16 packs or so over the last few weeks. You know, I have them in storage, like, yeah, I want to open some cards, but I don't have time to take video. So I opened a few packs, and I got that. So we have got an ETB. We're going to start with this ETB. Yes, we're starting with an ETB. Normally we don't do that. So I got this ETB for $50 at my local card shop. They had the release of this set. They do like an MSRP thing every Saturday of the Friday release date. And I was fortunate enough to pull a card that allowed me to get an ETB for $50. So this is the Chaos Rising ETB. And here is the promo card. I believe that's Fennekin. Yeah, pretty cool card actually. It's one of the starter Pokemon. So let's take a look at the Pokemon in the set. So it's a smaller set, so this is one of those sets easier to master. So we got the illustration rares. There's some pretty cool illustration rares. There's really not many holo cards, which is kind of silly. They got these holo rares. Not really a fan of that. There's some of the full arts, more of the illustration rares, and then we come over here. We got the one down here that everybody wants. And then we've got a couple more on this page here. So the SIRs are okay. I mean, obviously the Mega Greninja is the one that everybody wants. So let's dig into this first ETB. It's been a hot minute since we've opened an ETB. Love these sleeves. Very cool. And then we've got the promo card. Of course, it's way off center, but that's how it goes with promo cards. It's very thin on top and really fat on the bottom. It's kind of what happens with promos. Oh, we got a little Froakie coin. I like that. Got the Froakie coin. And we have our 9 packs. So I'm just starting to get a cold. I just got back from a vacation, and that's how it goes. You go away, you're exposed to lots of people and germs. So I was like, shoot, I better go ahead and rip and film today before I start getting a little more nasally than I already am. So let's sleeve our promo card. It's a very cute promo card, pretty basic. Bam. Cute little Fennekin. Add it to our other cards. So yeah, Chaos Rising, I think you can probably find it in most places. Like if you go to a Target, I do feel you should be able to find those at a Target because they tend to have limits. So you're going to find packs for the most part. So hopefully you're able to at least get some packs to rip. I need one of these for my bulk. I am running out of space for my bulk. I have to run to the shop that I go to for bulk to turn in some bulk and make a few bucks because it just sits in storage and I'm not going to store it for another 20, 30 years for it to even be worth anything. So, first pack of our first ETB. I might pause the video to go blow my nose, not to gross you guys out. Well, these are cool cards. It's a cool set. It's definitely more cool, I feel, than Perfect Order. Right, we got a holo, a Chestnut. So for a while, I just kept pulling Crobat hollows. It's nice to see that there's actually another hollow, and there is Ampharos. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Ampharos is a hollow. The hollows look pretty cool in this set, actually. But we want the SIRs. We want the illustration rares. So let's see if we can get lucky today. It would be cool to pull an SIR. It's been quite a while since I've pulled an SIR. Make sure you guys can focus on the cards. There we go. I always forget to do that. You don't need to see me. You want to see the cards, right? What do we got? Ooh, Ninetales. Ooh, Ampharos. I love Ampharos. Yeah, another hollow. Okay, so there are more hollows in the set. I was really thinking there was limited hollows because I kept pulling those energy cards and the Crobat. But that was just that particular batch that I had. Alright, let me keep my cards organized. I'm already getting them out of their piles here. And I shall be right back. Okay, we're back. I'm in that stage where you just constantly start blowing your nose. Hopefully it passes quick within a few days. Last time I had a cold, it wasn't too bad. You're able to breathe if you just have some tissues nearby. Okay. So yeah, Chaos Rising, not a super popular set. You're probably going to struggle to find ETBs. The scalpers are still taking those because they can resell them. Hopefully over a little bit of time that kind of stops. But with scalpers, and it depends on your area, we've talked about this in the past, it can be pretty bad. So we haven't pulled anything yet. We just pulled 3 hollows, I think. Pretty lame, but we'll see. Of course, we get the promo card and the ETBs, which usually has a little bit of value, so that helps. And you probably can still find Perfect Order out there. There's a Mega Zygarde box out there right now with Perfect Order being I think the majority of the packs in there, with a couple of Phantasmal packs. But most people are passing that. Ooh, we got Tauros. Tauros illustration. This is a beautiful card. Sweet. That's badass. Look at that. That is awesome. Awesome artwork, yo. Alright. Got our first hit. So again, the odds are with this set, 1 out of 9 packs, you are supposed to pull at least an illustration rare, and we just did. So there you go. Very cool card. I like this card. Too bad it's off center. It's probably not going to be worth much because Tauros is not very popular. It's just a really cool artwork, though. Really cool. Really cool. And the next set coming up is supposed to be Pitch Black, which on the Pokemon Center, probably this week, they're going to have pre-orders. So if you get this video this week, I know I don't get a ton of views, but hopefully if you watch this, you can pay attention to your Discord starting probably tomorrow, which today's Tuesday. And hopefully get in the pre-order in the Pokemon Center for your Pitch Black products. ETB being the biggest to get your pre-order on, hands on. Alright, Pseudo Wudo, Litleo. There's that Crobat again. Crobat. Crobat's a cool Pokemon, not gonna lie. Alright, we've got 4 packs left on our first ETB. Then we'll probably open the blister pack with the Toxel. I think it's a promo card. I hope it's a promo card. Probably gonna need another tissue in a moment here. TMI, just let you know. Ooh, Mega Greninja EX, let's go. It's just the EX, but it's a cool card. Very cool card. Very cool card. It's completely off center though. Why is it off center? It's so annoying when these cards are all off center. Makes me nuts. But yeah, I keep cool, to me anyway, EXs in a separate box that I intend to eventually put in a binder. I just haven't gotten around to it. I will be right back. Ah, didn't hit it. We're back. Hee hee. See, I haven't really bought much Pokemon. There's scalpers galore in my area. I don't have time to sit there for hours in a line, and they tend to get there before I do. My only chance is a Target near me, but I have not figured out when they restock. I barely have had time to even check for Pokemon. I check it open most days, but they haven't had any it open. I heard they might have had it on a Friday. I don't know if they had this past week because I checked every day but Friday because I was out of town Friday. So I'll have to see how this week goes. That's my only shot, though, is Target. Walmart, they wait up in line early in the morning when the store opens. And there's like 15 to 25 people most of the time. So, I mean, yeah, I could wait in line and I can get some product, but I'm not going to get Ascendant Heroes. All I want is Ascendant Heroes, and I'm ripping every package of Ascendant Heroes I get. It is my favorite set. I love Ascendant Heroes. We've opened a few different packages on the channel. Check them out if you haven't. It's very hard to come by. Ooh. Guttergeist. Cool. Alright, we got another EX. Nothing too crazy. Of course, still a hit. So we got a pack left. So far we've gotten 2 EXs and an illustration rare in this ETB. So it's not too bad. Again, you know, the Tauros is probably like a $5 card if that. So not exactly getting our money's worth, but again, we got the promo card from the ETB, and we've got the booklet. I did happen to find the second ETB by hitting a Barnes & Noble restock. So I was like, should I just not get it? But I'm like, the Mega Greninja. Let me get one more. So I'm done. I'm done with Chaos Rising. I don't intend to buy anymore. If I pull the Mega Greninja, great. If not, oh well. Because I don't have a lot of money for Pokemon. And if I find any Pokemon, it's going to be Ascendant Heroes that I get. Until Pitch Black. And Pitch Black looks pretty cool because of the Mega Darkrai. And if anybody here has heard of Crown Zenith, open Crown Zenith, there's a card, a gold card in the Crown Zenith set that connects to the Mega Darkrai. I'm sorry, Mega Darkrai, the Giratina. So if you haven't seen it, look it up. You know, we got this little Toxel. It is a promo card Toxel with the, I think they call it like, what do they call it? Celestial Hollow pattern. So, you know, I like to get one of the promo cards that are of Pokemon that I think are kind of cool, or if the card just looks cool. Toxel's pretty cool. So I got one, you know, I'm paying the extra $1.50 for the promo card because it just comes with one pack. It's better to buy one pack. But again, I bought the one for the one promo card and that's it. Alright. Can we get one pack magic? Let's see. Doesn't look like it. Nope. Oh well. That's how it goes. I have not been lucky in a long time with Pokemon. Okay. Booster bundle time. I found this at... Where did I find this? I don't remember. Where did I find this booster bundle? Might have been in a Target? I can't remember where I found this. It was probably Barnes & Noble, but I don't remember. Because literally that's all I can ever get is Barnes & Noble. And I'll check Barnes & Noble like 5 times a day. Alright, we got 6 packs. Let's see if we can get any magic in this. And again, the SIRs in this set are not valuable. The only one that's valuable, of course, is the Mega Greninja, which is all around 3 something, 350, 400. It'll probably settle around 350, 400. So it would be cool to pull that, but again, this is it. I'm not buying anymore Chaos Rising. I just wanted to open a couple ETBs and a couple packs just to see what we can get. Ooh, we got the ice cream cone thing. Alright, that's a cool card. It looks yummy. So I pulled 3 ultra rares, and the odds of those are pretty high. Hard to pull, but I pulled 3 different ultra rare item trainer cards. It's a cool card. Ice cream. Would have rather pulled an illustration rare. Of course, I would have rather pulled an SIR, but that's how it goes. We got a few more packs here, 5 to be exact. Chaos Rising has been out for, I think, going on 3 weeks now. Not a really big hype with it. There was a promo card at GameScalp. I think it was a Ho-Oh, which I don't know what it's up to, but it was pretty high last I checked. So I still have my Gengar promo from GameStop from when Perfect Order released. I don't know if I'm ever going to sell that. It might be a while. That's a really cool card. Unfortunately, it will not get a 10 because it's off-center. So, you know, I think it's around $200, give or take, if it's gone up or down, probably a little bit. It's a cool card because it's Gengar. I mean, I love Gengar. And Gengar is always going to be a popular Pokemon with some pretty decent value to it, you would think, over time. And that's one of the reasons why I want to keep opening Ascended Heroes. It would be nice to find product. Again, if you're not like top 2 or 3 in line at a restock, it's pretty rough. I love Xerneas. There's a cool illustration rare in the set that I like the Xerneas, because Xerneas is one of my favorite Pokemon too. Pitch Black looks to be small set. Everybody will be chasing the Mega Darkrai, and that's pretty much it, I think. I don't feel there'll be anything expensive in that set. So pretty much the biggest set of the year is going to be Ascended Heroes until the 30th anniversary set hits. And that set looks pretty cool. They're cards that they've released. If you haven't checked those out, I suggest you do. They're pretty much all over the internet. If you look up the Pokemon 30th anniversary set, they've released quite a few of the cards. Oh my god, another one? That's just dumb. All the illustration rares we don't have, we got the same one. That's kind of lame, yo. Ugh. Oh well. It's better than nothing. So we got an illustration rare, we got an ultra rare, and we're pretty much probably done with the rest of the packs. Like 2 left, so. And of course, with Ascended Heroes, you have a chance of a God Pack. So it's just, you can't find Ascended Heroes. It is literally scalped. And it's the only set that everybody wants because there's just not enough printed. Because scalpers have taken every measure to ensure they get at these restocks and pick up all the Ascended Heroes, and it just sucks. Ooh, that's a cool fish. It's unfortunate, but it should probably keep being printed, just like Prismatic Evolution. Same thing with Prismatic Evolution. The scalpers always get that for resale value, and they're storing it. There's not too many people opening up Prismatic Evolutions. They're scalping it. They're keeping it in storage for when it quadruples in value in the next 5 years. So, alright, we got our last pack here of our booster bundle. And then we're going to bust open one more ETB. Alright, we got an EX. Same one we got before. So I know it's a smaller set, but geez, I would hope we would have pulled some different cards. Well, we got 9 more packs in this last ETB. Let's see if we can get lucky. Pretty cool artwork, of course. I love the Mega Evolutions artworks. Very good. Okay, we have got... Let me pause this. I will be right back. Okay, we're back. I had to get some tissue. So, last ETB. I'm tearing this to shreds, but not having any luck opening it. Yeah, I really hope Pokemon Center is behind the scenes, mass producing more Ascended Heroes. I just don't know if that's the answer. I think the answer is stores putting limits. If stores can put more limits on product, I feel. And if Walmart could stop catering to scalpers and bots online, if online retailers like Target and Walmart could have anti-bot technology, that would help immensely and give everybody a fair share. Ooh, this one looks actually fairly well centered. Let's see. This Fennekin looks pretty well centered. I can get it open without messing it up. Yeah, because come the 30th anniversary set, it's just going to be absolutely stupid. People will be camping for days. I mean, people kind of already camp well in advance anyway now for just weekly restocks at Walmart, Target. So it's going to be nuts for the 30th. Yeah, this one looks pretty good. Actually a good promo card. I like it. I put it in a different pile here. I keep my promo cards separate and in a binder. Forgot that. So, we got these pink dividers. Pretty cool dividers. I like these. Oh, here's a code card. Almost forgot that. So, we have got our 9 packs and our cool Froakie coin. Love the Froakie coin. Of course, the sleeves again. We showed you that earlier. I just wish they made the sleeves more like penny sleeves so that they're actually usable. If they're too thick, they could damage the card when you put it in there. Early on, I didn't really realize that. It's just best to use penny sleeves for your valuable trading cards. Okay. You know, it's one thing, I don't really like opening anything but Ascended Heroes, knowing that Ascended Heroes, you always have a shot at God Pack. I just wish they'd print more. There have been some at restocks. Like I said, I just can't get there early enough because the scalpers are waiting in line. And I have work, as do most people. That's why like 98% of the population can't get Pokemon for retail, because you have people that are jobless, people that work overnight, people that maybe get lucky on a day off, that line up and they literally spend hours. I see it every week. People spend hours in Walmart to wait for Pokemon. And you have to be like top 5. Even then, you might not get Ascended Heroes. So who's got hours on a day to stand in line for Pokemon? These guys are bums, most of them. I mean, not everybody, but most of them are bums. Most of them are jobless. Most of them, their only way to make income is literally to scalp Pokemon. And it makes it much harder and terrible for people like you and me who just want to rip packs, man. We just want to have fun. We want to enjoy the hobby. We want to pull some cool illustration rares, special illustration rares, some really beautiful cards, some valuable cards, and we just can't because the scalping is still out of control. At this point, Pokemon needs to tell retailers you're not going to get Pokemon if you don't have strict measures in place to prevent Pokemon scalping. It needs to happen. I don't know why it's not happening. I read and heard in Japan, they're literally making you use your state-issued, country-issued ID to get Pokemon, which pretty much will allow limits to be even more enforced and prevent people from out of country getting product. So I really think here in America there needs to be more done by Pokemon Center. If they can do it on their website, and I don't know if they exactly control how they are able to give products to distributors like MJ Holdings. I forgot the name of the company that goes to Target. They have to do better to make stores enforce limits I don't care if it's one. Like, if I can get one ETB, one cool box that's out, whatever the current box is at the time, you know, like an SPC, a UPC. If they can enforce limits, then we all will have a shot to get product. And the scalpers will line up, they'll get their one, they'll move on, and then people that come later in the day, hey, there'll still be product left because we enforced the limit. So I just really think it's possible to do, but Pokemon of America, or whatever the name of the company is, could enforce allowing retailers, if they are allowed to actually have product shipped to them. You know, they could do like an anonymous or like a tip line, right? You call up a number, you have video or photos of, you know, people getting more than one at a store, you know, and if a store gets reported, then guess what? They lose their distribution and they lose millions of dollars, if not more, of revenue for that particular store or company. It seems pretty straightforward that they should be able to do it. I just don't know why there's not enough emphasis put on it. I know they're making a lot of money. Ooh, we got a Metang. This is a really cool illustration rare. Very colorful, very beautiful. I love it. All right, let's see if we can get any other hits with the remaining. We've got 3 packs, so let's see if we can get lucky. I'm actually running out of my penny sleeves. I've only got like 2 left. So hopefully I can pull something that would allow me to need my couple remaining penny sleeves. This is a really cool card. Look how cool that is. Very colorful with the blues and the grays. I really like this card. Let's see if this ETB is going to have anything other than the one illustration rare. It would be nice if we could. Let's see if we're lucky and we can get... It would be so cool if we can get an SAR, even if it's not, you know, the chase. It's just been so long since I've actually pulled something that rare. Alright, we got the Goofy Energy card. I really wish they'd stop putting all these Goofy Hollow Energies, and it's just... This is the reverse, I think. It's just dumb. Like, how many energies do we need, for crying out loud? We don't need all these Goofy Energies, but whatever. So, what are you going to do? Like, it just keeps happening, and Pokemon's got to put cards in the packs. They got to have cards in the set. And it just creates more bulk for everybody. And tell me in the comments, what do you do with your bulk? Do you give it away? Do you throw it away? Hopefully you can at least sell it to a shop that takes bulk Pokemon. Because, you know, it's got some value to it. Keldeo! Oh, I have not seen this yet. I love Keldeo. Look at, and even this rare card is completely off-center. Like, what the hell? Even a rare card is off-center. There's not really a lot of value to a rare card, except for if you want to grade it. So we pull an EX, we pull an illustration rare. Last pack, and I am done. I am sorry this went 28 plus minutes. I literally tried not to talk. I've just been ripping. So let's see if we got anything in this last pack, and then it's not meant to be for anything crazy good in Chaos Rising. I'd still love to pull the Xerneas, but I could just go and buy it. It's a cheap card. You know, it probably won't get too crazy in value. At least I don't think. Alright, we got a Gourgeist full art. Again, we're breaking the odds, but we're just not getting anything I would consider really good. So, alright everybody, thanks so much for watching. It has been a while. I'm not sure when I'm going to have another video because I don't have any Pokemon cards to open right now. So, we shall see what the future holds if I get lucky and get my hands on any Ascended Heroes. I really don't want to buy any more Chaos Rising. My money is not in excess where I can just buy, and there's really only one card I would want in the whole set. So, I don't know, like, there's a couple tins that came out, the Mega Gengar tin. It's just cool to get a tin that, you know, with a cool Mega Gengar on it. I don't even know what packs are in it. I might get one of those and open those in the channel. I think there's more One Piece coming out now and then, so I might post a One Piece video. But I appreciate the support. Smash the thumbs up. See you guys in the next one. Woo!